Imagine living in the same country for 30, 40, or even 50 years, working, paying taxes, raising an entire family only to be told one day that you have to leave. Where do you go? What happens to everything that you have built? Let me tell you that this is the painful reality for thousands of immigrants in the United States who, due to strict visa policies now, have spent decades in the country without even getting a green card or citizenship. And now, when they face deportation, they are left without a home, neither fully American nor truly belonging elsewhere. You might wonder, how does this happen? Well, the answer lies in the US's complex and slow-moving immigration system, and specifically after return of Donald Trump in the office. Every year, a limited number of green cards are issued with very strict quotas on how many can go to each country. If you are from India, China, Mexico, or the Philippines, the wait can be decades long, sometimes longer than a person's entire career. Many arrive on temporary work visas like H-1B or L-1, just hoping to transition to permanent residency. But if the process gets delayed or blocked due to changing laws or lost employer sponsorship, they are struck in never-ending legal limbo. Now imagine spending your entire adult life working legally in the US, following every rule, yet never being allowed to stay permanently. Some have built their entire careers, bought homes, and sent their children to colleges. Their kids, born and raised in the US, are American citizens, but what about the parents? Still considered temporary visitors. Then one fine day their visa expires or their work permit is denied and the government tells them it's time to leave. But you tell me, where do they go? Many of these immigrants have no real ties left behind in their birth countries. If they have been in the US for 40 years, you might not even have a valid document from your country of origin anymore. Some don't speak the language fluently. Some have no family there and no home to return to. Or wait, worse. Some countries refuse to accept deported individuals who have been away for decades, making them essentially stateless, people without any country. Think about the impact of this on families. Parents are deported while the American-born children are forced to stay behind. Spouses are separated, lifelong friendships and careers are shattered. These individuals lose everything: their social security benefits, healthcare, and any saving that they have made in the US banks. In an instant, they go from being hardworking taxpayers to being homeless in a foreign land. Also, this isn't just one of those cases. It's happening to thousands of people. Take, for example, workers from India who have been waiting for green cards for over decades now. Some of their children who came to the US as dependents have aged out of their legal status at 21 years old, and they are now being deported to a country that they barely know. Or look at Vietnamese refugees who fled the war and they are living in the US for over 50 years. They built their entire lives only to be deported decades later because of immigration policy change. So the question is, what can be done? Advocates are calling for immigration reforms to provide permanent residency to long-term visa holders, protect DACA recipients from deportation, and remove outdated country-based green card limit. There's also a push for humanitarian protection. If somebody has lived in the US for 20 or 30 years, or maybe 40 you take it, without a criminal record, shouldn't they be allowed to stay? This is not just a legal issue, by the way. It's a humanitarian crisis. Deporting people who have spent their entire lives in the US without giving them a path to stay is cruel and unjust. These immigrants are not strangers or any criminals. They are your neighbors, your co-workers, and your families. They are part of the US, yet they have nowhere to go. You tell me, what do you think? Should people who have lived in the United States for decades be given permanent residency? Or should immigration law remain strict, even if it means tearing families apart? The conversation isn't just about policy. It's about people, and it's happening right now.